Hey guys, back again. Now my previous video was called Setup. Well, this is the continuation. This is the cover-up. Now I don't feel too well, so I'll most likely have to edit. Now I'd previously been getting harassed day and night at home here, and I'd gone around to my father's house to see if he'd leave the area with me. Now it's about 11 o'clock at night, so he's not too happy I got him out of bed. He declines to come with me, but while I'm there, they slip that knife under my driver's seat in the car. So as I'm leaving his house, I notice that every car I drive past turns its headlights on and comes after me, drives after me. So I drive a few suburbs over and I'm approaching where I used to work. I had a 9-year job there. And I notice that behind me, there's a car behind me about 250 to 300 metres away, and it's turning its headlights on and off. As soon as this car has my attention, bang, police lights and siren come on. Well, I just take off and I'm now in a pursuit. I come to a major intersection and I turn left and start to navigate my way through an industrial area. Now I've got this car going flat out, there's no turning back. I'm actually standing up in the seat trying to drive the accelerator through the floor. I almost wipe myself out a few times and I turn off my lights to try and get away. I come onto Bang Home Road, which is a dead-end road, but I'm not aware. It looks like it continues as there's lights in the distance. Anyway, as I'm approaching the dead end, I realise and I jump on the brakes. I slide for about 80 to 100 metres. I go through this heavy fence and hit this dirt mound. I sort of burrow under the dirt mound. Now my airbag doesn't go off, yet I'd had the indicator stem replaced recently and they have to reset the airbag to do it. So they've disabled the airbag, hoping that the accident would be substantial. So the car's jammed into the dirt mound and the fence has me pinned from the back. I'm not going anywhere. I get out of the car and I notice a chopper in the air that just peels off. He's gone. I notice a cop car in the distance that just drives by. So I start to walk down the road like this to give myself up. I notice another 3 cop cars just drive straight past. They know where I am, but they won't come and pick me up. About half an hour goes by and they still haven't been to pick me up. I have to ring 000, our version of 911, and dob myself in. Anyway, a copper comes, does the most basic of interviews, and then I'm whisked off to hospital, as I said in the previous video. After treatment, there's no police guard. I'm just allowed to go free. I get a call the next day saying that my car's at a wrecker's and that it's a write-off. Perplexed as to why no further action was happened, I ring up the shop where this officer was stationed. I can't get a hold of him. They're giving me the runaround. Later on that day, I get through to this vile beast at the same station. She tells me that no such incident occurred, there was no pursuit, there was no crash, and that my only crime was doing donuts in the court. She tells me that my car isn't a write-off, that I'm dreaming of it, that I'm on drugs, tells me to F off and then hangs up the phone. I didn't think to take photos, but I went back in a couple of days. I'd noticed that someone was doing donuts, laying fresh rubber over my skid marks, covering up the fact that there was a crash. I went to inspect my car at the wreckers and it was jammed in tight amongst all these other cars, yet I noticed it had different rubber on the rear wheels. They had changed the tyres on that car to do the donuts. Anyway, I decided the car wasn't worth repair. It was only worth $2.5 to $3 grand. So I decided to scrap it. So the fine comes in the mail. It's a careless driving charge, $387 and 3 demerit points. I'm thinking bargain. I've gotten away with a bloody high-speed chase here. But I knew that something was more sinister now. I thought that this was at a federal level and that I was just to be killed off. So I'm not far off the money there. Okay, so I believe that I was programmed to react to that police siren the way I did and just take off. I also believe I was destined to end up in that remote location behind the factories. I also felt bulletproof at the time and they were just urging me to break the law. Okay, now that is my story of the police pursuit. The next videos will be further into the corruption. This will be when I tried to dob the police in for corruption and they gassed my house. That'll be the next one. All right, guys. I love yous all and keep fighting. Bye.